And welcome back to Peace Walker. I didn't touch the game since last time. I was busy these last few days, so I couldn't stream or really play. But now I'm free. So let's go. I think I'll start with what I said last stream. We'll do a bunch of not codex, cassettes. That's kind of weird to say. So they're really gonna do target practice every time, huh? Maybe later. I don't feel like doing that.
Commence target practice.
Costa Rica isn't alone. All of Latin America is getting swept up in the superpowers' Cold War. The
No,
whole
actually, I
ideological
haven't
split
touched the
between
game
East and
since.
West. In the end, it's just a greedy scramble for wealth by the ruling classes.
But
The Western bourgeois
I
stand to
should
lose
next time
everything
when I
if
have
their
more
countries
time.
go communist. After all, the communists want to abolish private property altogether. So the capitalist rulers desperately tried to halt the global spread of communism. Hence the phenomenon of red baiting. And the communists, for their part, didn't exactly stay true to their principles. They tried to escape class-based society, but between Stalin's autocracy and the rise of the nomenklatura, they ended up creating one anyway. Once people have power, they stop caring about equality. That's where communism, where society in general reaches its limits. The rulers only care about their own gain. The opposing side becomes a risk factor that threatens the profit, and thus the ongoing struggle between capitalism and communism was born.
And now, nuclear deterrence is part of the picture.
Exactly.
Alright, hang on, I want to fix this fucking screen again. Project this. Fucking get the chat in here. I hate when OBS does that.
They say nuclear weapons are the reason we haven't seen conflict on a global scale since World War II. The thought that your opponent might launch nukes against you sort of makes it tough to start an armed conflict, especially now that they've got intercontinental ballistic missiles. Nowhere is safe.
Of course, all that has caused military expenditures to skyrocket.
Well, the only way to ward off a preemptive strike is to flaunt your own nuclear stockpile, and that's caused their numbers to increase exponentially, not just with regards to destructive power, but in terms of targeting technology too. Now they can hit a target halfway across the world with pinpoint accuracy. In a way, the space race was a demonstration of that technological progress.
And as a result of all that, we now have mutually assured destruction.
It's the ultimate form of deterrence. No one's going to launch their nukes knowing they'll be obliterated in return.
I don't know. The chance of somebody hitting the button by mistake is never zero.
You're right. Even with peace guaranteed by MAD, there's always the risk of an accident.
Nobody wants the world to end on account of some machines malfunctioning.
On the other hand, thanks to deterrence, we haven't had a world war since 1945. You gotta admit, it has been pretty peaceful.
Not that it matters to us.
People point at the nuclear arms and space races and call it a Cold War. I say if they're not shooting at each other, why not call it world peace?
Doesn't mean war is gone. Look at Korea. Look at Vietnam.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking in
Nah,
relative
this is the
terms here.
70s. This is
Besides, if war died out completely,
74?
we'd be SOL.
I want to say?
We're not warmongers.
And yet, we
Don't
can't
remember.
survive in a world that's at peace.
You got a point.
But yeah, it's the 70s. Oh my lord, you have so much text.
The Army was abolished 25 years ago, the year after the Civil War. I learned about the sorrow of civil war from a very young age, the futility of countrymen fighting each other, and the tragedy. Costa Rica learned the hard way. That is why it abolished its army. It decided to pour its efforts into education instead. More teachers than soldiers was the slogan.
Education is essential, no question. Even Che used to teach reading and writing in between guerrilla campaigns.
Costa Rica was poor at the time. We did not have many resources. I suppose we had to pick one or the other. The military or the schools.
Kaz was telling me Japan has a peace constitution, too.
That is right. Apparently, when Costa Rica was drafting its constitution, they looked to the Japanese as a model. Only, Japan's constitution renounces war itself.
Unlike Costa Rica.
But Japan has a self-defense force, right? That I do not get. I think I will ask Mr. Miller about it next time I see him. He said he used to be in the JSDF.
Huh. You're a curious one, are you? Don't study too hard. What was that you were saying? Peace is not the natural state of men? You said you learned it in school.
That is right. They are the words of the German philosopher Immanuel Kant. In 1795, he wrote a book titled Perpetual Peace. Kant argued that it is precisely because peace is unnatural that we have to make it ourselves.
How?
That is what his book is about. Is the concept starting to sound interesting now?
Not really. I belong in a more natural world.
Is that so? My grandparents died in the Civil War. If only we had been at peace, they would not have lost their lives. You actually wish for war?
It's not like I want to hurt innocent civilians, but if someone attacks you, what are you supposed to do? A country needs the strength to defend itself. Otherwise it faces invasion, oppression, political subjugation.
If they would simply stop using force to tangle with each other, countries would not need force to defend themselves.
And how would you guarantee that?
I...
Sorry, but you have to understand how the world works in order to protect the ones you love. That's not to say ideals aren't important too. They are.
You are right, Snake. Thanks. Peace.
Since it was founded, my country has not once been able to choose its own path. First Spain, then America. Over 100 years of this.
I know.
In the 19th century, an American mercenary named William Walker seized power in Nicaragua.
I'd heard he exploited rivalries between the political parties.
Even after we expelled him, the Americans sent in their Marines under the pretext of quelling political unrest.
And the real reason?
To intimidate the government and thwart the construction of the Nicaragua Canal.
I thought the U.S. already has the rights to build a canal in Nicaragua.
They never intended to build a canal there. They'd already started digging in Panama. A canal in Nicaragua would break up the Panama Canal's monopoly. Reason enough for America to stick its nose into our affairs.
They snagged the rights so nobody else could build there.
It was General Sandino who finally stood up to los Yankees. General Sandino waged a guerrilla war against the Marines, at last driving them out. He was a true hero, and to us Sandinistas, like a father. But when they pulled out, the Americans left us something to remember them by.
The National Guard.
Yes, La Guardia. In name, a peacekeeping force, but in reality, Commander Somoza's personal army, answering to no one else. Unable to stay silent, General Sandino went to protest and was assassinated by Somoza as he made his way home. It was then that Somoza and Los Sapos began to eat our country alive from the inside. It has been 40 years since the Somoza family became the rulers of Nicaragua. With La Guardia at their command, no one can challenge them.
You came here on the run from the National Guard, right?
See, they took everything. Our land, our homes, our jobs.
Now belong to Somoza.
See, the law too. He's even got the judges in his pocket. You defy him, you face death. Everyone bows and scrapes before La Guardia. Even then you might get a beating if they are in a bad mood.
And you're trying to change things.
That's not all. These Somosas have used their power to line their pockets. They confiscate people's land and hand it to members of the Somoza family. By now, close to half the farmland in Nicaragua is theirs. We were powerless until... You remember the earthquake 2 years ago?
Yeah, I heard the capital was hit pretty hard.
We lost Managua, our capital city. People sent aid from all around the world. Tears of sorrow turned to tears of joy. Yet almost all of it was embezzled by the Somozas. They sold out those who'd lost everything for money. They feasted on our country's suffering. Public resentment is at the boiling point. The Somozas' days are numbered. We will see to it. The first Somoza was originally no more than the commander of La Guardia. Ordinarily, a man of his station could never hope to become president. But the president at the time had no power to back him. The only one with the strength to oppose him was General Sandino. No, better to say the general was the only one who dared oppose him. There was nothing special about him. Above all, it takes a strong will to see justice done. That is what he taught us.
It's also what motivated Somoza to have him killed.
Yes, the rest was easy. He got rid of the president, taking office in a sham election. And once he had the power, he never gave it up.
Talk about heavy-handed.
He had the Americans backing him, that's why. They didn't want to hand over power to a rebellious general.
Even so, it's hard to believe Washington would give its blessing to a guy like that.
The American president at the time put it this way. Somoza may be a son of a bitch, but he's our son of a bitch. In other words, better a dog or Los Sapos than an anti-US regime. The Managua earthquake struck 2 years ago, the day before Christmas Eve. Giant cracks opened up in the streets. Sleeping children were crushed in collapsing houses. No chance to escape. No visit from Santa Claus. Thanks to Somoza, the old houses could not even get rebuilt. It was a nightmare.
I heard the epicenter was right in the middle of the city.
Even today, it's too dangerous to build on top of the fault line. The city center is still in ruins.
And to make things worse, Somoza stole the recovery money.
We must not fail. We owe it to those who lost their lives. We will defeat Somoza.
There's a river in the mountains north of the village. You'll see a water pipe running across that's got a walkway you can use as a bridge. I guess they built it to carry water from the hydroelectric plant. To get there, though, you gotta get past the barricade north of the prison.
Got it.
El Basilisco supposedly lives in the gorge up there, so be careful you don't get distracted and fall in the river.
The Basilisco.
Not the big monster I saw. I mean the real Basilisco.
A real one. The legendary king of snakes.
More like a lizard, I guess. It walks on top of the river.
A lizard that walks on water.
Man, you should see it. It's not that big, though. Only about 1 bada long.
Pretty good size for a lizard.
Yeah, but not nearly as big as a dinosaur.
Bruh, what?
So there's a real Basilisco that lives in the river?
I'm only saying I heard stories from people who said they saw it. But I know lots of places to find it in Nicaragua. Do you want to go have a look?
I don't have time for sightseeing.
You don't like lizards?
It's not that. I just think snakes taste better.
Who said anything about taste?
How about you? You like them?
Not that way. They do look kind of like dinosaurs, though. You don't think that's cool?
They're both reptiles, yeah. But there's a big difference size-wise.
I'll bet there are still big ones around somewhere. They say mammals multiplied and ate up their eggs. But they can't all be gone. They've gotta exist somewhere out there.
Dinosaur eggs, huh?
And animals are always evolving, right? Maybe they evolved so much, they don't even look like dinosaurs anymore.
Then you can't really call them dinosaurs, can you?
I guess not. Yeah, you're right. Dinosaurs have gotta be big.
Chico, it's not the point. Alright, that's enough files for now. Do I even do this? I don't see the point of doing these. Let's just do this.
Snake, I've got just the explosive to bust through that barricade. C4. We finished developing C4 charges. Take some with you.
Alright. Grenade, supply, and then C4. Let's bring chips instead of rations. Alright. Fulton, analyzer. Yeah, let's put on the analyzer instead of this thing. Yeah, that's better. Oh god, alright. Time to more dialogue.
To destroy the barricade north of the village, you'll need Composition 4 explosive. You've handled C4 before, right, Snake?
Yeah. I've been a regular user since the days of C3.
C3. Oh yeah, I remember. That stuff got brittle and useless in cold temperatures, so they upgraded. C4's a moldable plastic explosive. It's very stable and won't explode without a special detonator. Light it on fire and all it does is burn.
A lot of American soldiers in Vietnam used to use it as fuel.
Place it near the barricade and move to a safe location. Then hit the detonator button to blow it up.
I'm on it. Those giant footprints near the terminal. What do you think they were, Kaz?
It beats me. They're way too big, even for an elephant. Made me think of that basilisco Chico was talking about.
Hope it's not for real.
Same here. If they really do have that kind of weapon, we could be dealing with a basilisk in more than just looks.
What do you mean?
There's a medieval encyclopedia that describes the basilisk like this. The basilisk is the king of snakes. All snakes fear the basilisk and flee at its sight, lest they be slain by its foul breath.
A snake to take out a snake, huh?
I don't mean to scare you or anything, but it never hurts to be careful.
Will do.
When the enemy spots you and goes on alert, they may call in a backup strike team. These assault teams are heavily armed, well-trained, and highly dangerous. Amanda's crew calls them commandos. Unlike the patrolmen, these guys will actively, relentlessly track and hunt you down like hounds.
Hounds to hunt a former foxhound. Bring it on.
They won't give up easily even if they lose sight of you. They'll clear out any likely hiding places they come across. So don't get too comfy in one spot, or you might get caught again. Keep your eyes fixed on them and what they're doing. Also, be aware that commando gear includes body armor, so don't think you can deal with them by going in guns blazing.
All I've got to do is find an exposed weak point, and...
Exactly. There's one type of commando you really need to watch out for, and that's the kind toting shotguns. They can take a few hits and still keep charging you. And believe me, you don't want them closing in between those shotgun blasts. When they start charging, you need to stop them immediately. Use something with serious stopping power.
Amanda, do I have to take the fork in the road back to the village?
People say there is a shortcut. Go back to the coffee factory entrance, then follow the path on the right. That will take you straight to the village. They may have increased security in that area, though.
Not surprising after what happened with the tank. What do I do once I'm back at the village?
Destroy the barricade at the north side. From there, you can reconnect with the transport route.
I'll need C4 for that. The explosion will bring everyone running, too. There's probably going to be a fight, one way or the other.
They might not see you if you stick to the narrower pathways. Then just climb over any obstacles. Don't let your guard down after taking out the barricade either.
Alright, cool. Start mission. So where do I start again? No. Okay, right. At the entrance. Oh, no, we're
Go
here.
back to the prison camp.
Shit.
It's in the village where they were holding Chico.
Gotta go through the factory again. Where's my sound thing? The fuck does this do? Oh. Oh yeah, this was... Some of these haven't been updated at all. I know you're here. No? Huh. Guess not. Aha. Yeah, but at least it refills. I mean, eventually. Alright, how do I shoot this guy now? Oh. Lime soda? Lime soda. Oh, there's one more dude. Alright. So we take the shortcut back and then we go up. Okay, gotcha. That's easy. And now...
You could probably climb that if you had someone to lend you a hand.
Shut up, Miller. That's not gonna cut it. Okay, I know there's a guy somewhere above. Or not. It's hard to tell. Maybe people shoot you from here. Is there a guy above? Doesn't seem to be. I guess he decided to frick off. Now for you. There's a guy down there. And these linear paths like can't even go up here. Man, that gun shoots really farther than I expect. How far does the Sonic Eye work? So that's too far. Wait, what? Where did you go, Cotton Eye Joe? Let me demonstrate. Where's this guy? Like, it shows sound, but it only works really close, I think. It doesn't even work like this. It shows sounds through walls by like circle indicators, but it really sucks. Again, the sound thing is much better now. I probably can't freeze an enemy like I did in MGS3, so I won't even bother.
Head west from there, and it'll take you straight to the prison camp.
That's the shortcut we took last time.
If you cut across the prison camp, you'll find a gate leading north.
Gotta be careful for guards. I hear something. So, wait. Oh, I want to bomb this thing up here. I see. Then I would like to hide. The footstep noises are way louder than they actually seem. kind of a problem. I have a helmet. Shit.
Hey! We're being shot at! Going to alert status!
Understood. Maintain heightened alert.
Hey!
For fuck's sake.
Hey! Hey!
Where is this?
Hey!
Well, ain't that great. Yep.
Come in, HQ!
This is HQ. First, equip your C4.
Patrol!
You can't plant a
All
charge
clear.
unless it's equipped. Understood. Stay vigilant.
Where's my C4?
Is somebody there?
Nope.
The
We're under
barricade
attack!
is located somewhere in that vicinity.
Fucking hate you.
To plant a C4 charge, hold down the aim button and press the attack button.
Thank you, Miller, for telling me after I get fucking spotted.
Good work, Snake.
That was complicated. Why do you need 3 different buttons? I could have just used square.
Excellent. Now, make your way
Well,
north.
I'm gonna get a D rank. Wait, that was it? Yeah, fucking C. No. I'm gonna redo that.
Snake, you there?
Yeah, what's up?
You've got to talk to Amanda.
What happened?
She wants to leave sickbay and get back on the battlefield, but she's not fully healed. She's still in crutches. Who'd be crazy enough to try and fight like that? You have to talk some sense into her.
Is she with you right now?
No, she's in sickbay. She keeps shouting about how she doesn't want to be there. She won't shut up about it. She's driving me.
Let her go.
What?
If that's what she wants, let her go.
I'm really not in the mood for jokes, Snake.
I'm serious. Let her go.
Why? So she can come back in a body bag?
I'm really not in the mood for jokes, Kaz.
What are you talking about?
Amanda isn't the type to just sit around in sickbay. She has a sense of duty. Her purpose in life is to fight. The battlefield isn't just the best thing for her, it's the best thing for her compas too. She'll be a huge morale boost that can only benefit MSF.
You think so?
You're good at fighting, Kaz. One of the best. But you've got a lot to learn when it comes to people.
So, where should I put her?
I'll think it over and find a team for her. Don't worry, she won't let us down.
Whatever you say, boss.
Yeah, good. Hey, wasn't the Gaunt. Yay. Yeah, she's not fully healed. Cool. She'd be good at recon, I guess. Or food. Yeah, I need more intel. All right. Fulton recovery?
Let's get this mission started. Complete the mission and...
Shut up, Miller.
As you're probably aware, this is a Fulton recovery mission. Be careful you don't shoot and kill any prisoners by accident, and don't forget to take the recovery kit with you. I'd suggest arming yourself with a tranquilizer gun just to be safe, so you don't kill any prisoners.
Recovery kit? What do you mean a recovery kit? Alright, we're getting rid of this shit. Give me my sound thing. Oh yeah, lime soda. Hey, got a Walkman. That's cool. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, I'm gonna redo that other mission off screen. Target.
Your current objective is to retrieve the researchers.
Good shot, Snake. Oh wait, I have 10. Oh, I can.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
I can do that. I need to save all my Fultons for the prisoners. Maybe.
Your current objective is to retrieve the researchers.
That's not the right place. There you are. No!
Head for the recovery zone.
Oh, wait, no?
We'll pick you up there.
Oh, is it his health? Wait, what?
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete. Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
Never mind. That was confusing.
Mission complete. Great job.
Well, cool. More people for the base. No, you're not. I thought it was 10 people too. I think that was the prisoner's health or something. Neato. Well, let's assign more people. Ooh, you're good with food. You're good with medicine. Nice. Medicine, I guess. Oh, you're fucking shit. You go in combat. Basically, everyone that's shit goes in combat. Alright, that was cool.
Snake, you're north of the village. The truck carrying the nukes is heading towards the heart of the mountain. That's its final destination. We've got no intel on what lies beyond, so stay sharp.
Snake, to the north of the village is a bridge that crosses a hydraulic pipe. Though normally the bridge is not used by people, if you slip, you will fall straight to the bottom of the valley. Be careful.
What's a channel doing here?
It is not for irrigation. They are hydroelectric pipes. I wonder if they run into Irasu's Crater Lake. Normally they would build a reservoir at the bottom of the valley, but it was probably too dangerous. Los Cantos means Sword Peak. You should be able to see across the Irasu mountain range from there. There are not as many big trees at that elevation, and you will probably be well above the mist.
It'll be tough to hide up there.
You're not thinking about the scenery right now, are you?
Not while I'm surrounded by bad guys.
You should have seen it when the country was at peace. I know you would have been impressed.
Well, that'll be our reward for a successful mission. Sound good?
Wonderful. Thank you, Snake. There is an old fort around there.
What is it, boss? You sound upset.
Well, you see, it was built during the Civil War.
Let me guess. Disputes between Costa Rica's political parties escalated into all-out conflict.
See, conflict that cost my grandparents their lives. The most senseless sort of war. Countrymen mindlessly slaughtering their own. That fort is a reminder of that senselessness.
Sadly ironic, given who's occupying it now.
That war was the reason Costa Rica abolished the army. Please, Snake, get them out of our country.
I intend to. Chico says there's a bridge north of the village.
Yes, a narrow one, for crossing the pipe. On the other side of that is the road the trucks use, though it's collapsed in places.
I'll have nowhere to run if they spot me.
They could be blocking the road, too.
Is there another way?
There is a path along the cliff. After you cross the bridge, there are ruins of a fort on the mountain. Going through there would be a little easier. Once you come to the end of the mountain path, you'll be at the fort. That fort was built during the Civil War. It seems La Cia's troops are occupying it now.
This just gets better and better.
They've got gun turrets set up all around from the looks of it. Attract too much attention, and you'll really stir up the hornet's nest.
Maybe I'll try and find a way around.
You could always commandeer one of the turrets. A little target practice, perhaps?
Just like in Krasnogorye.
Krasno what?
Sorry, just thinking about old times.
Irasu has more than one crater, because he's erupted so many times. I heard most of them filled up with rainwater and became lakes.
Calderas, huh?
Calderas? Yeah, something like that. Hey, I got an idea. When you get to the lake, can you keep an eye out for weird animals for me? People all over the world tell stories about giant monsters living in lakes. Nessie in Loch Ness, Nahuelito in Argentina, Ogopogo in Canada. I can hardly keep track of them all. They say that all these sightings prove dinosaurs do still exist.
But crater lakes are isolated. They're not connected to rivers.
Yeah, but you know Mokele Mumbembe in the Congo River? He can walk on land. So maybe they moved there from some other lake.
You sure know a lot about UMAs.
There used to be a guy in El Frente who was a hunter. He taught me lots of things. He even said he once went to a place called Isla del Monstruo.
A hunter on Isla del Monstruo.
Someday, I'm gonna be a hunter and catch some rare animals. Right after we restore peace to our land, of course.
Alright, great, Chico. I want to be a fucking Pokemon trainer.
Did you ever hear of the Loch Ness Monster?
Amazing
Now
dream.
that one I know. Pretty much everyone's heard of old Nessie.
Great, so I don't have to explain. I think she's a long-lost dinosaur. Don't you?
Sure. Why not?
One of the compas gave me a book about it, with photos. It looks exactly like the plesiosaur.
Then why does it only live in Loch Ness?
Well, it probably got cut off from the ocean. Back when Loch Ness was part of the ocean, some plesiosaurs became trapped there when the climate changed. There weren't any mammals there, so no natural predators. Today's Nessie is descended from those plesiosaurs.
Then wouldn't it make sense for there to be monsters in other lakes with similar climates?
Exactly. That's why there's been giant monster sightings in a bunch of other places. Like Nahuelito and Ogopogo. I don't know if there's one in Irasu too, but I know there's definitely something living in Lago Cosipolca.
You mentioned the Nahuelito. What is it?
It's a plesiosaur that lives in Lago Nahuel Huapi in Argentina. It's described a little differently, but I'm sure it's basically the same creature as Nessie. Except for one thing.
What?
Well, according to one theory, it's the result of a nuclear test back in the 50s.
What? There's no record of a nuclear test in Argentina in the 50s.
At the time, the president, General Juan Perón, was pushing hard to industrialize the country. I wouldn't be surprised if he conducted a top-secret nuclear test before he was overthrown in a coup.
Sounds a little far-fetched to me.
You think? Then maybe Nahuelito really is a dinosaur.
No, I didn't say that.
I mean, it's really pretty obvious.
Wait a minute.
Thanks for clearing that up, boss.
Dinosaur. What about the Ogopogo? And what kind of name is that anyway?
Ogopogo's a monster that lives in Okanagan Lake in Canada. I guess it's an Indian name because it's a legend passed down by the Indians.
A legend, huh? Well, then it's probably not.
There's written records of it too. The first one was in 1872, and there's been more sightings since the start of the 20th century. You starting to get into UMAs too, Snake?
Yeah, maybe.
UMA hunting. Now that's a real man's adventure. What do you say, Snake? After Nicaragua's at peace again, you want to go exploring together?
Well, we'll see. Might not be such a bad life.
Mokele Mumbembe lives in the Congo River. There's nothing mysterious about it, though. It's already been confirmed as a real living dinosaur. The local people know all about it. And when they were shown a drawing of a brontosaurus, every one of them said it was Mokele Mumbembe. When peace returns to Nicaragua, I want to go to the Congo myself.
Oh, the revolutionary movement in the Congo ended in failure, you know.
Yeah, I know. I wish we could do something to help, but Africa's awfully far away.
Africa.
Wonder if El Che ever saw Mokele Mumbembe. I wonder if I will.
Well, best to take care of business here before daydreaming about Africa.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Cool. Follow nukes and filter base. Alright, let's do this. And hopefully they don't all have helmets because that would be annoying. I hate helmets. Probably not the best.
Cross the bridge and head north.
Camo. Cross the bridge, eh? Anyone else here? Oh, yeah, there is. Oh, two. Oh, great. I mean, it was remastered. Oh shit, how am I gonna get past all these guys? Can I? Hold on. No. Thought I could climb it. Maybe I can jump though. That's way too far. Can I hang? No. Yeah, that's too far. What the hell? Alright, well, I guess we're getting an alert.
What is it? The enemy's attacking! Going to alert status!
What's wrong? We have a situation. Backup team, head over and investigate. Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
What is it? Get up! The enemy's attacking! Going to alert status!
Understood. Maintain heightened alert.
Enemies close by!
Understood. Eliminate all hostiles.
Fuck this. It's the worst fucking... Who invented helmets?
Cross the bridge and head north.
Why are enemies smart? I don't like when enemies are smart with their gear. Alright, you're getting shot. Today. There's no way. Oh, I can hang. Okay, well that's much easier. Never mind. But I can hang from everywhere. Gotcha. Or I can just not be an idiot and just walk around.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Yeah, see how I can just stop being dumb? Alright, I don't need to shoot everyone. Gotcha. Alright. Can climb
If you
this.
had something to stand on, you could probably reach that.
Shut up, Miller.
That's a truck route you're on. Their base is up ahead. Move out.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's bad. How the fuck do I go past this? It's like not even a solution. Oh wow. Yeah, that's not good. That's really not good. So where do you walk? I'm gonna try. That's the first part done, or what? Oh, I see. No, shit. Okay, he takes a while to turn. Alright, turn around, my dude. Okay, shit, whatever, go.
beyond that fort. You've got to get past it somehow.
Nope, that's not an option. Okay, what do we got here? Ah, fuck ton of guards that I can't shoot. Can I even get past here without them noticing? Am I good here? What even does this do? Nearby enemies, huh? Doesn't fucking work. Man, that's a real annoyance. Jeez. I'm gonna wait till he turns around and I'm gonna move. Okay, we good. Then I'm gonna move on the side here. No, that's not even a thing I can do. He's gonna spot me if I turn. That's the ladder here is definitely the suicide way. There's probably a hole in the side or something. Yeah, there's windows there. There's something we can do. Or not. Well, crap. Well, I'm gonna try something stupid. Come on, please.
Wait. Can't be imagining things.
What? Thank God they're blind. They are not blind to this in MGS5.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
Well, time to abuse the fuck out of this. How? I guess I'm gonna try going on the side. Is there even...
Wait.
Because that's me they saw.
Can't be imagining things.
There's not even a thing on the side. Jesus fuck. Okay, that's definitely the worst time to move. Their guard pattern sucks. Is the ladder really the only way? Go, go, go. That's too small to go through. Well, shit. Is this really the only fucking way? How is this logical? No, he's gonna move around. There's one more even there. Okay, I need to go back to the box. Well, that was my chance. And that is a really precise mission, huh? You know, he moves. Then when the other guy comes around and he goes back, that's when I move. Left to go.
We found the enemy. Send backup.
Understood. Dispatching reinforcements now. Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Please be stupid.
HQ, come in.
This is HQ.
This is patrol. All clear.
Understood. Return to base.
Well, I'm gonna wait a bit for these guys to go. Man, how the hell are you doing this? Should have brought the Morgan Nazen sniper. There's gonna be even more down there, huh? I can't even fucking go down. Is there more? Doesn't seem to be any. This mission is way too hard. It's like sudden difficulty spike. There's like no workarounds. You need to sneak through this. This is gonna be too slow for them to move. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So they're on 12, 13 seconds. And that other guy, if he moves right away.
The enemy's here.
Are you fucking joking? Die. Fucking hate you.
HQ, come in!
This is HQ.
This is Patrol. Target lost. Going to alert status.
Understood. The enemy should still be nearby. Find him.
The enemy's here!
Understood. Eliminate all hostiles.
God damn this mission.
Guys, I'm inside the facility. There's rows and rows of trucks here.
If that's where they brought the nukes, then the truck we're after should be there.
That was a stupid mission.
Snake, can you tell which one of the trucks brought the nukes? One of them must have the same license plate as the one from the terminal.
Sunlight!
What?
Nothing.
777. Is there money in there?
Where are they? Metal Gear.
Literally Metal Gear. What?
Mr. Kojima?
Mei-Ling. What do you mean Mei-Ling? Oh yeah, that's her codec, isn't it? That's gonna be...
This is the one. The exhaust's still warm.
Oh, damn it. I missed one.
The cargo's already been offloaded.
Tap, tap, tap.
Just a minute. This isn't what we agreed on.
It's too late. The changes have already been finalized.
You told me it was going to be a deterrent, that we wouldn't have to launch.
I am not arguing with you, Doctor. Our goal is to create the perfect deterrent.
That's why I agreed to help develop it.
However, in order to achieve that perfect deterrent, we must show the world our strength. 3 key principles ensure effective nuclear deterrence. First, you must have nuclear weapons. Second, you must never use them first. And third, and most important, if someone attacks you, you must strike back. Unless we prove beyond a doubt that these 3 principles work in practice, the world will not accept our new deterrent. And the only way to do that is to show them we're capable of actually launching a nuke.
But isn't deterrence supposed to stop nukes from being used?
Exactly. And so the one we launch will be the last one ever.
I won't let you use my creation like that.
Your creation? That thing wasn't even your idea to begin with. You stole it, didn't you?
Stole it? You're one to talk. You got the idea for bipedal locomotion from the communists in the first place.
You listen to me, Doc. Keep quiet. Do as I say. Not another word about stolen ideas. Should we succeed here, you'll be the toast of the scientific community. And your name will go down in history as champion of both progress and national security.
The hell with that.
Doctor! Unless we prove we're capable of launching, Peace Walker is useless as a deterrent. You used me! We used each other. I'll get my old director's job back at headquarters, and you'll finally be able to walk tall among your colleagues.
I won't let you get away with this!
How unfortunate. Guess I'll just have to take your legs for myself. Peace won't just come to us, Doc. We are going to have to meet it halfway. V for victory. Wait!
Hey, you okay?
Don't do it!
Snap out of it. Where are the nukes?
He's gonna do it! He's gonna launch a nuke!
Please let me choose my weapons. Thank you. Oh, taking it slow, huh? Yeah, fuck you, game. That was either shoot everyone or take, like, literally fucking 20 minutes. I literally have Kojima. Oh. Holy shit. Where do I send you? Yeah, you go to Intel. You go to medicine. You go to food. Alright, who's in fucking jail now? Okay, you're sick. And you're an asshole. Gotcha. Can I make some new shit? No, time to fight a thingy. Wait, is this mission again? Oh, fuck that.
Careful, Snake. I've never seen anything like that, and I've got no idea how to bring it down. Maybe the scientist knows. However you do it, take that thing out.
Paz, what was the government thinking building a power plant at the top of a mountain? With no river to replenish the water, the lake would dry up pretty quick.
If it were an ordinary power plant, but the plan called for a pumped storage power plant.
Pumped storage power plant? Kaz mentioned that too. What is that?
It is a facility that generates electricity by pumping water up to the lake, then letting it run back down.
Huh. Seems Sisyphean to me.
If they turned the water into electricity as soon as they had pumped it up, sure. But a pumped storage plant acts as a kind of battery.
A battery?
For instance, they could pump at night when there is surplus electricity and store it for later use. If they need extra power during the day, they can generate it using water pumped up during the night.
I get it. It's a little more difficult to adjust output with thermal or nuclear plants.
The thing is, Costa Rica won't have enough electricity to meet its needs. Right now, there is no surplus.
Maybe that's what put the brakes on the project. Must have played right into the CIA's hands.
Watch out! It's El Galapago. It reduces its body weight by blasting air underneath it. That makes it a lot faster than any tank. It also has a tight turning radius.
Any weak points?
Taking out its boosters could reduce its acceleration. You could also try destroying its machine guns.
I'll give it a shot.
We've lost many compas to that thing. Send it to the scrapyard.
Alright. It's time to bring out the rocket launcher. Yeah, that's there's no purpose to this. I just want to switch. Survival. Rocket launchers. Alright, time to get it run over. Ugh.
Do you have enough ammo and items? Send us a...
That's an AI weapon, the Pupa. It's fast, so be careful. Aim for the cylindrical AI pod.
Do I have enough ammo for this?
we speak.
Come on.
High voltage incoming!
Shoot, shoot.
Blow the hatch and climb into the AI pod! You should be able to get in the AI pod!
Pull out all the AI's memory boards before the pod's ejected. The black memory boards are locked. Go after the boards with icons over them. You can unlock memory boards by destroying the mechanical components that they control. Any boards you remove can be used to build our own AI weapon. Memory boards have different functions according to the icons displayed over them. Go ahead and take whichever ones you want. No good! That one's broken!
That was an unmanned weapon. A prototype. I made it myself.
Who are you?
I work here. Well, used to, anyway. Name's Huey. And who might you be? You don't look like one of those mercenaries.
Me. I'm an entomologist.
A fighting entomologist?
Yeah, I specialize in butterflies. I'm here to catch Ulysses.
Ulysses? Huh. I didn't think they lived in Costa Rica. Morphos, maybe?
That's it. Need to get some before the Washington Treaty goes into effect.
Says here Morphos aren't covered under the treaty.
Must have slipped my mind.
You sure you're feeling all right?
Anyway, long story short, the butterfly got away. So how about it, Doc? Did you make that big butterfly too?
Yes. And no.
What was that thing? What are they doing here?
Huh. Something tells me you're no ordinary entomologist. The nukes were loaded on that machine. The project's entering its final phase.
Project?
That's right. The thermonuclear warheads they brought in, the bases scattered throughout Costa Rica, the mercenaries, the AI weapons, the research we were conducting here. It's all for this. We used this facility to develop unmanned weapons.
Unmanned?
Robots. The one you just fought was a pupa. There's also a flying type called Chrysalis and a treaded type, the Cocoon. Motor control, target detection, tracking, attack, capture, and transport functions are all controlled by an electronic brain. There's no need for a human pilot. They can only follow simple commands, though.
Why build them here?
for the CIA. They invited me here a year ago.
That's who that guy was.
CIA's station chief for Central America. Goes by the name of Hot Coldman. Apparently he was some sort of hero back at the height of the Cold War. He's the one running the show. We called it the Peace Walker Project.
Peace Walker.
They're going to deploy a new type of nuclear weapon along the Caribbean coast of Latin America. A mobile, unmanned nuclear platform.
Unmanned nuclear platform.
A failed deadly system that can automatically move into position and launch a retaliatory nuclear strike. It can move on its own, and stealth shields it from radar and satellite detection, drastically reducing the risk of it being destroyed in a preemptive strike.
And this is the new deterrent?
Supposed to be. The problem is the locomotion system. There's no dry season in the Caribbean. It rains all year round. The terrain is full of tropical rainforest. A lot of the time you can't even build a proper road. So I went back to where it all started.
What's that?
Legs. Walking power. A mobile launcher carrying a thermonuclear warhead even more powerful than the Soviet RDS-220s. That's Peace Walker.
Chico's Basilisco.
We did the assembly and field testing here.
A walking nuke.
I sort of borrowed the original idea from behind the Iron Curtain.
The missing link between infantry and artillery. Metal Gear.
Metal Gear. But they'd actually need to deploy dozens of them. Coldman needs funding for that. And to get it, he's planning a test, which will also serve as a demonstration for the folks back at Langley.
Wait, he's launching a nuke to prove that his perfect deterrent works?
In his words, to prove that if someone attacks us, we will strike back. Put simply, nuclear deterrence is the idea of using nukes to keep nukes in check. If one side launches nuclear weapons, the other is sure to launch theirs in retaliation, which makes launching an act of suicide. In the end, neither side can use its nukes. It's thanks to this doctrine that the world's two superpowers have avoided all-out confrontation. Nuclear deterrence has brought us peace. At the very least, it's prevented another world war from breaking out. But the theory of nuclear deterrence exists only on paper. In reality, there's no guarantee that either side would follow through with retaliation. There's the chance that a preemptive strike could destroy all the missile bases, render them unable to retaliate. But the biggest flaw in the theory is that the decision to retaliate has to be made by human beings. Let me give you a real-world example. Let's say Country X launches first against Country Y. If the people in charge of Country Y are like you and me, they're not going to be able to retaliate, knowing that they're effectively ending all human life.
So then the weak link in nuclear deterrence theory is the uncertainty of retaliation.
Bingo. And that creates a loophole Country X can exploit to launch the first strike. Which is why we designed the system to be unmanned. With Peace Walker, retaliation is certain. It chooses the appropriate target and launches a retaliatory nuclear strike, every time, without needing human input to make the call. Launching a nuclear strike against Peace Walker is tantamount to pushing the launch button against yourself. It closes the loophole in nuclear deterrence theory, rendering our friends in Country X completely unable to launch. What Coldman is saying is that to achieve this goal, we need to demonstrate that retaliation will be carried out by a machine. He will launch his nuke. And then his version of deterrence will be complete.
And you believe him?
I believe in peace through nuclear deterrence.
Why?
My father worked on the Manhattan Project. He put his whole life into that research. And all it created was this illusion of peace called deterrence. And then I was born, unable to walk. I had no choice but to face up to the nukes. But if they do end up launching, it'll all have been for nothing. They've got to be stopped.
Where'd they take the warheads?
to a base near the border. The final test is 5 days from now.
Where's the base?
You're gonna stop them? It's kind of a hike. And besides, there's a surefire way to halt the project. You see, Peace Walker isn't quite finished yet.
What do you mean?
It's missing one last critical structural component. The AI. Its brain. The reptile pod, the electronic brain I was working on, can only follow commands like, go there, attack that. I guess you could compare it to the human cerebellum. But for nuclear deterrence to work, it must function in place of a human decision maker. It needs something to analyze the huge volumes of data coming in and select an appropriate target for retaliation. Hence, it needs the high-level decision-making ability of a cerebrum.
A mechanical cerebrum.
The hardware configuration is modeled on the human brain, similar to the pod I worked on, but its role is completely different.
Where's it being made?
A research lab to the north. An AI expert named Dr. Strangelove is developing it. Very hush-hush.
Dr. Strangelove?
Strangelove was recruited from the States, too. In the field of AI, there's no one better, that's for sure. But man, what a basket case. She hates everybody. Go to the lab and destroy Peace Walker's cerebrum. I'm pretty sure they haven't finished the final calibrations yet. I'll lend you my ID card. It'll get you through security at the lab. Oh, and one more thing.
What's this? A letter of recommendation?
Yeah, it's from me to Dr. Strangelove. Don't read it, okay?
So what will you do now?
I'm done with science. At this rate, I'm probably already halfway to hell anyway.
Not so fast. Why not join us? Our place is outer heaven. You'd fit right in.
Outer heaven?
Yeah.
I'm probably better suited to something like that than this paradise.
Good. You get a free balloon trip for signing up. Enjoy it. You'll feel like a butterfly.
You're an agent, right? Who do you work for?
Me. I was a Cold War tool, same as you. Now I'm not so useful anymore, so they cut me loose. I don't answer to anyone. Call me Snake.
Snake? That name seems familiar somehow.
That's probably just deja vu.
See that there? Beyond the cloud forest? See those ruins?
Yeah.
That's where you'll find Dr. Strangelove's lab.
Snake, the doctor's safe here with us.
Huey, how are you feeling?
Never better. This is quite the pad you've got here, boss. I'm impressed.
Call me Snake.
Whatever you say. Like it or not, everyone here calls you boss. By the way, if you're at all interested in improving your tech, by all means assign me to the R&D section. I'm pretty sure I'll be of some use. Once we have the necessary materials and blueprints, we can start work on that bipedal mech.
I appreciate that, but are you sure you're okay with having your work used for war?
I'll be using it to keep past mistakes in check. If I can help thwart the Peace Walker project, I'm happy to do it.
Deterrence theory, Huey style, huh?
Anyway, if you need any intel on the enemy's weapons or electronic brains, contact me. I've been given my own frequency.
Sounds good to me, Doc. I'll do that.
Good. Whatever the means, you must put a stop to their plans.
Hey boss, you mind if we powwow for a sec?
What now? MSF brand rations?
Actually, that sounds... No. With all the men we have now, it may be time we started sending some of them to other countries.
You mean dispatching mercs?
How else are we gonna keep feeding the crew we have?
I know. You're right.
Okay, to deploy troops, select Outer Ops from the Mother Base menu. If it goes really well, we might even get new recruits, weapon design specs, or leads on new missions. We can deploy any vehicles or large-scale weapons in our arsenal as well.
And if things don't go really well?
Yeah, we could lose men. I won't try and force you. You're the one calling the shots here, boss. Commencing training.
We've cleared this prison out already. No enemies to worry about in there. I'm thinking you could use these twisty streets for urban combat training. This could be the perfect place to practice with throwing weapons. What do you think?
You
survival.
Hit the targets as fast and as accurately as you can. Now that's what I'm talking about. Amazing. Bravo! Nice work. Now that's what I'm talking about. Amazing. Bravo! Nice work. Now that's what I'm talking about. Amazing. Head for the recovery zone. We'll pick you up there. Mission complete. Great job.
Thanks for putting me on the R&D team, Snake. I'll cut to the chase. We've commenced development on our own bipedal weapon. The only thing is, we don't exactly have easy access to resources here.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have the budget of a defense department behind us.
I understand. That's why I want to ask you something. If you fight any more AI weapons, could you try to gather as many of their parts as you can? That would really make things go a lot smoother.
Again, easier said than done.
If anyone could do it, you can, boss. You single-handedly took out the pupa.
True.
Look, if you're not interested, I can just work with what we have here. I'm not trying to force you to take unnecessary risks. You're the boss around here.
All right. No promises. But I'll think about it.
Great. Also, each AI weapon has a head part that serves as the core of its armament. Recovering a head part will allow you to use the weapon associated with that part. But those guys won't go down without a fight, so don't get too preoccupied with this stuff.
Don't worry. I'm not about to risk my life for a bunch of scrap.
I would hope not. One more thing. Our new bipedal weapon needs a name.
Good point. We can't keep calling it our bipedal weapon.
I had a talk with Miller, and we came up with Metal Gear Zeke.
Metal Gear? Zeke?
Yep. As you know, Metal Gear was coined by Granin.
And Zeke?
It's a name the U.S. military gave to Japanese aircraft that flew during World War II. Zeke was the Japanese Navy's best fighter plane. So are you okay with that, Snake?
Sure. Fine by me.
Miller was saying that an army without borders will need a deterrent against other countries. He's right. With Metal Gear, MSF can achieve true independence.
Here's hoping.
Let's get this mission started. Complete the mission and...
Sabotaging enemy bases is another principle of guerrilla warfare. You will need explosives for that. And naturally, once they detonate, the enemy will know you're there. So you need to make sure you have enough time to get to safety before they go off. Best to plan your escape route before you go and plant the explosives.
So it's been more than 10 years since the Cuban Missile Crisis, huh?
I don't think we'll ever forget it.
No kidding. Those 13 days starting October 15th, 1962, were probably the closest we ever came to all-out nuclear war. The Russians deployed nuclear missiles to Cuba. America responded with a naval blockade. Then Russia shot down an American spy plane. I was still a teenager back then, but I remember what it felt like to be one step away from nuclear war. The adults were freaking out.
If it wasn't for the Cuban Missile Crisis, there might never have been an Operation Snake Eater. And...
What's the matter, Snake? It's not like you to get all hypothetical.
I guess not. It was the reassessment after the missile crisis that paved the way for the hotline between Moscow and Washington, and also for détente. That's irony for you.
The Treaty of Tlatelolco was enacted to make Latin America into a nuclear-free zone. It bans the testing, use, manufacture, production, acquisition, storage, and deployment of nuclear weapons. The impetus was pretty obvious. The series of crises triggered by the deployment of nukes in Cuba.
Not hard to imagine. Those 13 days had the whole world frozen in fear.
Of course, the country that started it all, Cuba, hasn't actually ratified it yet.
Still, the treaty's backed by over 20 countries. Anyone flouting at risk becoming an international pariah.
True. Opinol would investigate, no doubt. I heard they used Japan's 3 non-nuclear principles as their model when they drew up the treaty. I think the Treaty of Tlatelolco might have been their way of asking nuclear powers not to use nukes against them. That's the biggest difference between the treaty and the 3 principles. I guess you could call it a 4th principle.
So Costa Rica abolished its army back in, what, 1949? Pretty gutsy move for a Central American nation at the time.
Yeah, well, they'd just come out of a civil war. I'm sure they were driven by a desire to avoid another tragedy, like Paz said. But I think they had a more compelling reason. Army coup d'etat are a way of life in so many Latin American countries. Imagine seeing that up close.
No army, no coup. Makes sense.
Plus, their economy was in ruins, so they honestly didn't have any money to spend on an army anyway.
Yeah, but weren't they on less than friendly terms with Nicaragua?
Yeah, and in fact, Nicaragua did end up invading. But the Civil Guard fought back and the OAS brokered a ceasefire. The US and the rest of the OAS had their back, and they used it to full advantage. For a quarter century, they survived in the powder keg of Central America. That must have taken some serious diplomacy, even if the Civil Guard is pretty decked out for a police force.
Must be tough to be a country without an army.
Hey, Snake, mind if I ask you something?
Since when did you start asking permission?
So, you used to be part of a CIA paramilitary unit, right?
That's right.
Ever do any ops in Central America?
No, not personally. But there were other units who did all kinds of stuff.
I remember the Bay of Pigs invasion back in '61. The papers had a field day with it.
Operation Zapata. That was the CIA code name. The whole thing went south.
Then there was Che Guevara, being hunted down in Bolivia. I heard the CIA had a hand in that, too.
There were several units similar to mine. MSP, SOG. They'd recruit former special forces, train them as intelligence agents, and send them on deniable covert paramilitary operations. One of those units trained the Bolivian army in counter-guerrilla tactics.
And then had them shoot El Che.
So the story goes.
Around here, they say La CIA instead of CIA, huh?
Nothing strange about it. That's how it's pronounced when you read it in Spanish.
It has the feminine noun ending a, so they use the article la. Apparently, some people have taken to using the term UCLA.
That's a new one to me. What's it mean?
It stands for Unilaterally Controlled Latino Assets.
Meaning they're local agents?
Yeah, that's the idea. Washington uses them like pawns. Nobody knows who they really are or what they're doing.
Costa Rica's. The lowlands along the Caribbean coast are mostly covered by hot, humid tropical rainforests, what most people envision when they think of jungle. The closely packed trees spread their branches out at great heights to soak up the sun. Their shade makes it dark near the ground, so be careful. Of course, with so little light, few plants can grow on the ground, so it might actually be easier to walk.
So even if you could photosynthesize, it wouldn't do you any good.
Photosynthesize? People cannot do that.
Most people, anyway.
Costa Rica is said to have about 87,000 species of living things. That is about 5% of all the known species in the world.
A tiny place like this? Huh. I'll be damned.
I want to protect that biological diversity. When diversity is lost, the environment weakens. Just look at the plantations.
I think I know what you mean. It's like trying to assemble a unit from similar guys. It usually doesn't work out. Throw a few square pegs in there and everything falls into place.
There are so many species here that a lot of them have not even been classified yet. I am hoping I can help do that someday. Kind of like a parataxonomist.
Say that again?
Parataxonomist. Someone who helps a taxonomist.
Oh. Huh. I thought you were going to say it had something to do with parachutes.
You're weird. The Development Corporation of Costa Rica, or CODESA, was established 2 years ago. Since President Odubor was elected this year, the state has been putting a lot more effort into development.
The corporate state, so to speak.
Growth is good and all, but there is one thing that bugs me.
What's that?
I cannot help but wonder whether CODESA is not just a front for the CIA,
You mean what the professor was saying about the CIA mercenaries posing as security guards? They were using Codessa as camouflage?
I am worried that development is going to destroy the forests. But I do not suppose it has anything to do with this.
We are Sandinistas, the heirs of General Sandino's will.
Sandino, the father of modern guerrilla warfare.
To you, maybe. To us, he's more like a real father.
That why you named yourselves after him?
Of course. La Frente Sandinista de Liberación Nacional. The Sandinista National Liberation Front is named in his honor. We share the general's goal, to take back our country's freedom. In his day, from America. In ours, from the despot Somoza.
Times have changed, but the song remains the same.
Patria libre o morir. That is our slogan. El Che used to say the same thing, you know.
Patria o muerte, the slogan of the Cuban Revolution. So, you're fighting for a socialist revolution too, then?
No, it's not about ideology. We only want to live normal lives. We are sick of living in a country where you can be beaten for walking down the street, where you never know if your neighbor is snitching on you. Our goal is to give back the country to its people.
Yeah, the Cuban Revolution started out like that too.
We are few in number, but we will win. Victoria o muerte. For a revolutionary, there is no other fate. Augusto Cesar Sandino, general and hero of Nicaragua. 50 years ago, conflict broke out between the political parties of Nicaragua. The U.S. Marines intervened in the name of restoring order. The only one who refused to listen to their call for reconciliation was General Sandino.
Huh. One man against the Marines. That takes guts.
The general wasn't a professional soldier. Neither were his compadres. And they certainly could not match the Marines' equipment. But he used the land to his advantage, lurking in the fields and hills of Nicaragua, and using surprise attacks to harass the Marines.
I know. I've read plenty of textbooks on guerrilla warfare.
In the end, he drove them out. He was truly a role model for us.
Yeah, but that was the 30s. Didn't the Depression have something to do with it? It takes cash to wage war.
Perhaps. But there is no denying what the general accomplished. The people hailed him as the General de Hombres Libres, the General of Free Men. They loved him. And then he was assassinated by Anastasio Somoza Garcia, commander of La Guardia.
The father of the current Somoza.
Somoza had the Americans' backing. That is the way things were. The general may be dead, and the times may have changed, but his will lives on inside each of us. We are the sons and daughters of General Sandino.
Hey, how's the watermelon business these days?
Not bad. I hear the compas back home are hanging in there too.
Good to hear.
You know our nickname. I'm impressed. No wonder they call you boss.
You used to hide your weapons in hollowed-out watermelons, smuggle them right past the National Guard. You even transported pineapple grenades that way. The name caught on among sympathizers in the region and...
What are you talking about?
Huh?
They call us watermelon sellers because the general's name sounds like the word for watermelon. Sandia.
Really?
Si.
Damn it, Kaz. A revolution to bring peace to your country, huh? No matter how much we fight, peace never gets any closer, does it?
I do not like it, but it is the only way. If we do not fight back, they'll just keep exploiting us. You want proof? Look at our country's history. Revolution is a means and not an end. I know. When the revolution is victorious, I want my country to be at peace. But to bring peace, we have to first eliminate that traitorous scum.
It's an old saying. We make war that we may live in peace.
Who said it?
Aristotle.
You know your history.
I had a good teacher.
It has always been like this. People making the same mistakes over and over. And still, all we can do is fight.
I hear you. If you've got a goal, you've got to keep moving forward.
And I can speak again. Whee! Let's do this last one and then move on to some gameplay, because even I'm getting tired of this bit.
I noticed you called Che Guevara El Che.
Not just us. Everyone in these parts does. Che was always his nickname. It does not feel right to call him by his last name. I was shocked the first time I saw you. You look so much like him.
Huh. I look like El Che, huh?
Sort of. Not in the face. It's more the way you carry yourself.
I guess Che's a hero to the Sandinistas, too.
Of course. The FSLN was formed in the spirit of the ideologies championed by El Che and Fidel.
Fidel Castro. So, you're trying to bring the Cuban Revolution to Nicaragua.
Not
Well,
really.
we were.
Just more
But Cuba
talk
isn't what
about
it once was. Not since El Che left. El Che was a true revolutionary. He fought and died for the people. He worked harder than anybody, and he was a righteous man. Even as a minister of Cuba, he gave up his weekends to work on the farms and public works. As a volunteer, no less.
Yeah, I've heard the stories. But when you think about it, wasn't it that obsession that did him in?
How do you mean?
We can't all be supermen. He thought the ideals he applied in Cuba would work in Bolivia, but he failed to win converts and the support of the peasants, and it cost him his life.
Maybe you are right. But at least he did not steal from those peasants, no matter how hard things got.
Yeah, I can sympathize with that. There's plenty of guerrillas out there who'd rob their own people to feed their revolutions.
If we had a comandante like him, the Sandinistas would find the will to fight.
Alright. Jesus, that was... Okay. Let's move on to some gameplay. So, repeat the mission where you blew up the tank, huh? I guess. Under 5 minutes. Oh wait, that's not the repeat. Oh shit. Wait, what?
Destroy all enemy supplies with your C4.
And they have hard hats. Okay. Where's the extraction point? Is going to be over there. No, wait, it's not. It's going to be in the middle again, isn't it? Will you move, my dude? Thank you.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Now I just need to move past this guy. Nope.
What was that?
Head for the recovery zone. We'll pick you up there.
The enemy's attacking! Going to alert status!
Understood. Maintain heightened alert.
No, Snake.
An explosion?
There we go.
Mission complete. Great job.
That went better than expected. And that's gonna be like a B rank somehow. No, it's an A. Alright, that's fine. Man, you suck. Alright, go to combat unit, I guess. Hopefully no one died. I mean, I sent literally my weakest unit, so... Oh, you're being smart about this, huh? Never mind. Come on, that's a waste. That was perfect. Yeah, that we can speed that up. Oh man, okay, now we're running low on points. Yeah, we can't do anything here. I don't feel like doing this again right now.
Snake, Peace Walker is the heart of the enemy's project. To prevent its completion, you'll need to either shut down or destroy the artificial intelligence that functions as its brain. According to Huey, that AI is now undergoing final calibrations in Strangelove's lab. It's inside a tropical cloud forest. Slip in and terminate that AI before they ship it out.
We've also confirmed that some of the enemies specialize in ambushes. Amanda's crew calls them scouts. They'll blend themselves in with the terrain and the vegetation. Then, when they see you, they'll swoop in. They fight pretty much like commandos, and will use clearing techniques to flush you out. In addition to wielding normal weapons, the scouts also carry wires.
Sounds like these guys know their CQC.
Could be. We've been getting reports of CQC attacks being blocked by wires. Stay alert.
Are there any large-scale ruins in Costa Rica, Paz?
There is a place east of Cartago called Guajabu. They have ruins there, but they're not especially big.
Not the place I'm thinking of. Any others?
Well, if you go a little way across the border into Nicaragua, there is a place called La Fortaleza de la Inmaculada Concepción. That is the only famous one.
Then what were those ruins I saw from up on Irasu?
There are a lot of things we still do not know about Costa Rica's ancient civilizations. There are giant stone spheres throughout the country. What they were used for is still a mystery. cloud forests cover the central mountainous region of the country. They are perpetually shrouded in fog. You get wet just standing there. It is as if the entire forest is inside a cloud.
Must make for poor visibility.
It does, but beauty too. It is like being lost in some mystical green labyrinth.
I'd rather not get lost, if that's okay.
The forests are also home to lots of rare animals, especially bright-colored frogs. They like the humidity.
You know that butterfly painted on Peace Walker? Any idea what that is?
It is a morpho, a Palladius morpho, if I'm not mistaken.
Pallades morpho.
Uh-huh. It is the most common type of morpho in Costa Rica.
Huh.
It has these gorgeous metallic blue wings that shimmer in the light. You can see them even from a distance.
You mean they reflect light?
Correct. It is called structural color. Morpho scales have tiny bumps on them that interfere with the light and make them look blue. The space between the bumps corresponds to the wavelength of the blue light.
Let me see if I get this. So if you could change the spacing, you'd end up seeing a different color.
That is the principle. I heard somewhere it is being researched as a way to color cloth without dye.
Think of the camouflage you could make with that.
Is that all you can think of?
Hey, it's important. What I don't get is why they'd put a butterfly on Peace Walker.
Maybe because it looks pretty.
I hope that's all it is.
This area is a tropical cloud forest, continually covered in a thick mist. It is quite a mystical place.
Selva de la Leche. Forest of milk. I can barely see in front of me.
There you go again. The forest is basically sitting in a cloud, so of course it's going to be hard to see. But you know, the cloud forest is the only place many exotic creatures can live.
Well, if they're not edible, I'm not interested.
Snake, I'll have you know people travel from all around the world to witness Costa Rica's unique fauna. Snake, watch out for the frogs.
Why? They bite? Relax. No frog's ever eaten a snake. Although, I've feasted on a few frog's legs myself.
But they are dangerous. They are poisonous.
Poisonous?
Poison dart frogs live up to their name, I assure you. Their poison is so strong, the Indígena use them to make poison-tipped arrows. Some secrete poison through their skin. Even touching them can be dangerous. So don't go petting them or anything.
So I can't eat one?
I am warning you.
From here on in, you'll be in a cloud forest. The ground is covered in vegetation. You'll have plenty of hiding places, but so will the enemy.
I'll keep an eye out for scouts.
Trying to force your way through would be suicide. Know the enemy's location before making any moves. Too bad you don't have some sort of radar.
I could try night vision.
Once you know where an enemy is, decide how you want to handle him. You could get into his blind spots.
Or drop him from a distance before he even has a clue someone's around. An eye for an eye, right? Chico, you know much about cloud forests?
Not that much. All I know is there's a world of difference between a rainy rainforest and a foggy cloud forest. But they have some things in common. Like, for instance, you gotta watch out for poison dart frogs. Both rain and cloud forests have high humidity, so they're perfect environments for frogs and other amphibians. I mean, it's not like just touching a strawberry poison dart frog or a dying dart frog is going to kill you, but don't eat them, no matter how hungry you get.
I can get all the rations I need from Mother Base. No jungle food for me this time.
Seriously? You're not disappointed you don't get to eat wild animals?
What do you think I am?
Just kidding. In Colombia, though, there's a frog, the golden dart frog, that's lethal to the touch.
How do you know all this?
Come on. Don't you think poisonous animals are cool?
Not if you get poisoned by one.
Well, obviously. One more thing. When you get to the forest, be on the lookout for Bigfoot.
I think I'll be okay there.
Bigfoot is an ape-man that lives in the Rocky Mountains. In the local Indian language, he's known as Sasquatch. And get this, he's over 3 vara. Can you believe that?
So he's kinda like a gorilla?
Completely different. Even the biggest gorillas only get to about 2 vara, and they walk on their knuckles. Bigfoot's big, and he walks on 2 feet, like people.
So he's more man than ape.
Probably. His ancestors must have split off from humans at some point. Like before they started using tools and stuff.
Yeah, but aren't the Rockies kind of far away from here?
Not that far. According to Darwin, humans came all the way over here from Africa. Plus, there have been sightings in Venezuela of an ape-man called Mono Grande. Costa Rica has tons of plant and animal species. So I'd expect there to be at least one kind of ape-man.
At least. Gotta admit, I've never heard of Mono Grande.
Yeah, he's not as famous as Bigfoot. He's similar, but he lives in Venezuela. He's not that big, less than 2 vara, but he's way more ferocious than Bigfoot. Huh. I wonder just how mean he is. Like when he catches his prey, does he punch it to death?
That's the law of the wild. You catch your prey, you kill it, and you eat it.
Yeah. But punching is way more ferocious than biting.
Well, maybe it seems that way because that's what humans do. You really love UMAs, don't you, Chico?
Do you know what I think? I think UMAs should be dangerous. Otherwise, where's the fun in hunting them?
Doc, I'm starting to sense your feelings about nukes are a little different from your colleagues.
How do you mean?
Your little chat with Coldman back there.
I told you my father worked on the Manhattan Project, right? You're familiar with it?
The basics, yeah. It was the project that kicked off the nuclear age.
That's right. Some of the finest minds of the 20th century, including multiple Nobel Prize winners, worked on it. They spent over $2 billion, and that's in 1940s money. It culminated in the successful nuclear test at Alamogordo on July 16th, 1945.
And the first use in combat a few weeks later. Doc?
I can't walk.
What?
My spine isn't shaped like everybody else's. I can't move my lower body, so I've never taken a single step, not since I was born.
What's that got to do with your dad being in the Manhattan Project?
As a result of his research, my father was exposed to high doses of radiation. It can't be a coincidence that my chromosomes are messed up. That's why I didn't want for these nukes to be another sword of Damocles. I wanted to give them a real purpose, to be a deterrent against war.
Doc.
And Coldman, we have to stop him, whatever it takes. August 6th, 1945, Hiroshima. August 9, Nagasaki.
The atom bomb attacks on Japan.
My father was married to his work. I don't have a single memory of going places or doing stuff with him on weekends. But even as a kid, I knew on some level that it was for his family. I respected him. My mother used to tell me all the time, "Your father is a brilliant scientist. He saved countless American boys from death. You should be proud of him."
Yeah. You could say the war ended because of those bombs.
When I was in the 5th grade, a Japanese student transferred to our class. She showed me photos of Hiroshima after the bomb. I couldn't believe my eyes. A city of over 350,000 people reduced to a scorch mark on the ground by a single atomic bomb. Houses blown off their foundations, burned to ashes. The only things left standing were the skeletons of steel-framed buildings. And it wasn't just the buildings. Blackened corpses on the side of the road. Survivors covered head to toe in severe burns. Within a few months, over 70,000 had died in Nagasaki, twice that in Hiroshima. For years after that, I couldn't talk to my father. Couldn't even stand to look at his face.
I know how you feel, Doc, but your father's your father.
If he hadn't worked on that project, my body wouldn't be like this. I could be researching something else. I could have lived a normal life. It wasn't so long ago the world stood on the brink of nuclear war.
Just over on the other side of the Caribbean.
I was 17 at the time. I'd skipped a few grades and was a sophomore at MIT. I remember feeling kind of apathetic about the news that came in every day. It seemed clear to me that as long as they had a grasp of the concept of nuclear deterrence, there was nothing to fear.
Either that, or they were fanning that fear on purpose.
As a way to secure a bigger defense budget? Huh, I can see that. But if that was their plan, it kind of backfired.
Because it ushered in the era of détente between East and West.
Coldman's really gonna do it this time. Once the nuclear genie is out of the bottle, the yoke of deterrence is going to be meaningless. People will die. Cities will burn. We have to stop him now before it's too late to turn back.
So you've been doing nuclear research your whole life?
No, not really. At first I wanted to be an aerospace engineer. For me, the Sputnik launch was a good shock, not a bad one. I thought the age when science was used for war was over, and that a glorious age of space exploration was dawning. The year I skipped ahead and got into MIT, Gagarin went into orbit, which made me more excited than ever. Of course, even back then, I knew the space race was just another facet of the Cold War.
Moscow had a leg up on us, and we were desperate to catch up.
I know. But for me, it was a happy time. I joined NASA, got to do the kind of research I loved. Our nation's prestige hinged on our work. They gave us whatever resources we asked for. I knew you could turn a rocket into an ICBM by fitting it with a nuclear warhead, but that didn't bother me so much. It didn't last long, though. The space and nuclear arms races took up enormous sums of money. America beat Russia to the moon, but that's where it ended.
Then came détente.
Exactly. NASA's budget was slashed as a result. My father being a nuclear expert and all, they put me to work on a more obvious deterrent: missiles. At NASA, I'd been researching a locomotion system for lunar exploration. Tires aren't suited to driving around on the moon, you know. And that's how I caught Coldman's eye. The aim of the Peace Walker project is to achieve robust nuclear deterrence across Central America by deploying a new nuclear weapon system along the Caribbean coast. Peace Walker is also the name of the system itself.
A nuclear weapon named Peace. I can just see the look on Kaz's face. So why exactly does this new system need legs in the first place?
Because it's a walker, an unmanned weapon moving under its own power and capable of launching a deterrent strike from anywhere. That's the whole idea behind Peace Walker.
So we went from AI-controlled Metal Gears to, like, shitty, like, man-controlled Metal Gears. Okay, sure. Alright, that's enough technobabble for today. I need gameplay. Oh. Chapter 2, I guess.
Snake, how's the mule treating you?
At this pace, I should be there by tomorrow morning.
You've got to hurry. The AI could be completed any time now.
It'd be nice to have a guide.
Already on it. I've enlisted Paz to help you. She knows the jungle pretty well.
Snake, I know you are an expert in survival, but you need to stay alert. You are in an ancient jungle so foggy, you can hardly see the trees. It is home to 2,500 species of plants, including 400 types of orchids. There are also 500 species of butterflies, and over 400 species of wild birds. The bedrock is solid enough that Mayan ruins have miraculously survived centuries of earthquakes.
An AI lab in a Mayan ruin. Who'd have thought, hey, Huey?
My sentiments exactly. That doesn't mean security's any less tight, though. You still have the ID card I gave you, don't you?
Got it right here.
That'll get you through the gate, no problem. After that, you're on your own. As long as the AI remains unassembled, Coldman's plan's on ice.
What about security inside the lab?
Well, It shouldn't be a problem for you. Strangelove demanded that the security presence inside the lab be kept to a minimum.
It's not all good news, Snake. Coldman knows we're here. He's raised security in the area surrounding the lab. You'll be seeing a lot of that Chrysalis UAV, and a bunch of patrol choppers too. There may be scouts in the jungle lying in ambush. As you approach the lab, be extra vigilant.
I'll be careful.
They're looking for you. Stay sharp. Snake, Strangelove's lab is a few miles to the north. It won't be long before the AI is complete. Don't let that happen.
Well, great. So, wait, first of all, do I have the fucking card that they said I have? I don't know if I had to equip it or not.
Careful. If there's enemy scouts around here, they'll be nearly impossible to see.
This is the worst camo.
Watch out. Enemy search may not spot enemies that are actively hidden.
What does that mean?
Promise me you won't read that letter.
There's one. I need to sneeze. Hold on. Alright, much better.
The lab seems to be located in a vast series of ruins.
There we go. Screw you. Not that well hidden. Come on. I thought they'd be like almost same leaf colored, but no. Well, there might be another one. Yep.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
Bum bum
Fulton
bum bum
recovery
bum
helicopter
bum
is
bum bum
complete.
bum bum. Alright, is there one there? I don't think so. I wouldn't be able to sneak in otherwise. Okay. I'm being slow with this, but I mean they want me to be slow. that's a fucking troll.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
There's gonna be another one behind this tree or something. Or not. Also, what's my map? Ooh, that is far. Wait, if both ways are blocked, how do I progress? Will... Hold on, I'm curious. Nah, this doesn't seem to work. I'm gonna get spotted by one, just you watch. I mean, this was probably like a bit harder on the PSP. I'm gonna go the other way. Because if they place a thing here, that's because someone's watching me. Can I go up top here? Yeah. Well, yeah, like, see, there's one there. How do I shoot him in the head? There's one over there, I think. I'm not even gonna bring you. Is that one? I'm pretty sure that's one. In the grass over there. So if I just do this, I should be fine. Unless there's one behind this tree. Which there is. Oh, that's a prisoner. Taking it slow. Don't want to trigger any stupid alerts. So that's bait, right? Are they smart enough to place a guard there? Doesn't seem like it. Have fun, dude. Are you joking? Well, time to beat a helicopter. Well, that was a bit slow, but hey, nothing. Ballistic shield. That's neat. Oh, I didn't send my team to do something else. Hey, we got it. Ballistic shield. Okay, can skip this. Time to assign people. Oh, you go to my intel team. You go to the kitchen. So scouts are good at intel, huh? Makes sense. Man, will you hurry up? I kinda want a night vision goggles. Gonna wait for his shield. Alright, dispatching the usual. Small armor unit, huh? Let's put one of our own. I don't even know what all these stats are, like reload or grenades. Guess that's it. So that guy will throw grenades, I guess. That's what I want. Yeah, I don't want to spend my best guys right now. But I don't have too many, so these guys will have to do. You're all around. Alright, and someone's probably gonna die, so whatever.
Let's get this mission started. Complete the mission.
Oh, time for this again. Where are the guards? They're pretty good.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
No, that's not the right way. Oh, hi. Shoot him.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter. Fulton recovery helicopter is complete. Nice. Now we've got to recover those supplies. Hurry.
Wait, what? Oh, come on.
We're being shot at. Going to alert status.
Now get over to the goal.
Where's the goal? Are you kidding? There we go. I thought they would be
Mission complete.
having reinforcements. And that was pretty good. And now we have an A somehow. But yeah, once you know how to do the missions, you can do them really quick. Well, someone's dead. Okay, he's not dead, he's just wounded. That's good. I think. Okay, this one I want to see. Okay. Well, you guys shoot. And there we go. No, don't shoot the idiot. Stop shooting the tank. Will you stop? Jesus. No. Okay. I gotta account for everyone being fucking stupid, I guess. So they just die then? No? Okay. They get... okay. At least they don't die. But yeah, they are. That doesn't help. Oh, I'm back. Why is this screen weird now? Oh, okay. Alright, now it's time for helicopter battle.
Snake, that's a Hind. You've got to take it out somehow. Either neutralize the soldiers or bring down the chopper. Good luck.
Catarata de la Muerte means waterfall of death.
Huh. How cheerful.
I am sure it will be no problem for you, Snake. Especially compared to all the dire situations you've faced in the past.
Yeah, easy to say now. We'll see what really happens.
Sorry. Still, you have surprised me. Everything they say about the legend is true.
I'm neither hero nor legend. But for some reason, I don't mind you calling me that.
Thanks. Be careful, Snake. Peace.
Don't even think about facing a chopper head-on. Guerrilla tactics would work well in a place like that. Moving from tree to tree will make it hard to get a fix on you from the air. That's your best chance.
Good thinking, Commandante. You clearly know your way around a battlefield.
Enough, boss. Time to stop talking and start using your ears. When you're hiding, you won't be able to see the chopper that well. It's important to use sound to get a read on its position. You could also try taking out its tail rotor. That would greatly reduce its mobility. And watch out for ground troops.
Copy that, Commandante. So this Dr. Strangelove was at NASA?
Yeah. Well, actually, Strangelove left for DARPA not long after I joined.
And then the two of you ended up back together doing research in Costa Rica.
Not exactly together. We coordinated on a few things, but the research projects themselves were separate from each other. We had it worked out so that Dr. Strangelove handled the mammal pod, Peace Walker's cerebrum, while I did the rest.
That letter, something to do with your research?
Huh? No, it's yeah, it's a report. Research findings.
Research findings?
It's a love letter or
anything in
something,
there we
isn't
could
it?
use against Peace Walker?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Just don't read it, okay? Promise me you won't?
Survival.
Alright, this might suck, but let's do it. What? The box is cannon. Okay, that box sounds cool. Time to shit her pants.
Shoot that exposed fuel tank. The red one. Eliminate that squadron snake.
Enemies close by. Move in!
Oh, that's way off. Oh, my face. Oh, come on. Oh shit, there's two on this thing. Can I, like... Where are you? Man, you need so much fucking ammo. No.
They've okayed your request for a cardboard box. It'll be sent out shortly. Get out there!
shoot the guy.
Requesting cover!
Where? Dude. What? Find this all fucking high. I am one on the ground. This fight is stupid. There you are. And I'm out of ammo.
That's gotta be the leader. Can you take him down?
Yeah, no shit. Wait, what? Restart mission. So I can just take out the captain somehow. So I gotta shoot in front of it.
Eliminate that squadron snake.
Enemies close by! Go around!
Yeah, I was, but I was out of ammo. Like, completely. Wait. No shit. Oh, come on.
They've okayed the request for support. They're sending out a cardboard box as we speak. Fuck. I should have maybe brought the other rocket launcher then.
Damn it. Where'd I throw my brick? Ah! Oh my god, Snake, will you throw a grenade properly?
They've okayed your request for a cardboard box. It'll be sent out shortly. You're asking for the impossible. We need some time. Try again later.
Oh, so I had way more boxes. Never mind. This is, the fights are stupid.
Move in!
They've okayed the request for support. They're sending out a cardboard box as we speak. Missile loaded and ready!
Where's my shit?
Oh yeah! Long live MSF!
My god, will you die? supposed to take out the captain. I saw his health bar earlier, but nothing was happening. This was really fucking dumb. Apparently boss fights get even dumber than this. Yeah, whatever. Take the fucking C rank. That was awful. Yeah, I think I need to grind more for shit.
Boss, I'm starting to wonder if recruiting the soldiers with a Fulton isn't a little heavy-handed.
I already don't like where this is going.
I think the voluntary approach could be more pragmatic. Technically, we're not a corporate entity, but at our size, that's not too far from the truth. We can't keep using guerrilla tactics to find new blood. To search for volunteers, select recruit from the menu, or select trade to exchange soldiers with other mercenary units.
Yeah, provided we got the friends for that.
Alright, another option. Volunteers increases you. Yeah, it's another online feature I can use. I think. Yeah, that's like online missions, kinda. Screw that. Yeah, let's go check. I got a tank now, come on. Yeah, shoot the tank. Oh, that hurts. No, shoot the... Why is everyone an idiot in my team? Miss. Alright, now shoot the tank. It's gonna take forever. Oh, maybe not. Oh, he didn't die. Now, can my tank do something? Thank you. Nice. Well, let's dispatch another one. Oh man, how many are we in the sick bay now? Oh, kind of a lot. Okay, they're recovering health, I guess. What time's it? I think I might stop it here for today. Maybe I'll listen to some more tapes before going. Yeah, let's do that. But yeah, I need some points real bad. So what's our next mission? Head to the lab. Yeah.
Clear the rubble in the cloud forest that's blocking our advance. Some C4 could make short work of it. If you succeed, our efforts in this area will be made that much easier.
Yeah, let's listen to some tapes and then do this mission, and then I'll stop the stream.
You'll be using C4 for demolition. As you might imagine, it's going to make a big noise when it detonates. For your own safety, make sure you put plenty of distance between yourself and the C4 before detonating it.
Selva de la Muerte, huh? Forest of Death. Wouldn't want to get lost here.
Sure wouldn't. But do not worry. I will be your guide.
Happy to hear it.
By the way, Snake, you know much about sloths?
Just the name.
They are amazing. Sloths spend almost all of their lives up in the trees, except for when they have to go to the bathroom. Plus, they barely eat a thing.
What? How do they survive?
Why do you think they are called sloths? They hardly move, so they hardly burn any energy. They are also able to maintain a low body temperature, lowering their metabolism further and allowing them to survive on very little.
Wouldn't that make it easier for them to get picked off by predators?
They stick to the trees, helping them blend in and stay out of sight. They say there are even some sloths that grow moss when they reach a certain age, like some sort of fairy tale forest hermit, huh?
I knew a great old sniper once. Guess he was even more in tune with nature than I thought.
Old sniper? What are you talking about?
But I don't know what there's random missions where you can't use Snake. It's kind of weird. There's only been, what, like 3 so far? But, sure, alright. Oh, this is the same layout as the other one. That's gonna be simple.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter. Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Yeah, you really, basically, it's just go through this layout. Simple. Jump down.
Somebody here. Nothing here.
What?
Somebody there.
They added one more. Or he was there and I missed him. No. Wait, what? Oh, I gotta go this way. Alright, unknown territory.
That pile of rubble's in the way, but some C4 should make short work of it. Head for the recovery zone. We'll pick you up there.
That was a weird mission, but
Mission
fine.
complete. The folks back at Mother Base will be thrilled. I got a report in from the R&D team. They finished plans for a new Hex-type plant, and today they're gonna start construction on the first block. Can't wait to finally say goodbye to this scrap heap. Only thing is, we don't have nearly enough GMP. We'll need to recruit more soldiers to get more GMP. You know what to do, Snake.
Yeah, I know what to do. Grind. So yeah, I think that's the perfect place to stop. Let's just see what new stuff we have. New plans we built. Alright, let's assign these new guys. No, and how did these guys do? Can I like hold the button to fast forward? I don't get the controls for this. Will you guys shoot the guys behind it? Guys. Guys. God, oh my god, are you... we're gonna lose. Why is my tank the one shooting guys in the back and my guy shooting the truck? Fine, I can take a hit from these guys. Is there something I don't get? Can they only shoot the tank? Finally. So I guess there is a strategy here. No, they can't shoot in the back. Are you kidding? There. That's much better. Not dead yet. Thank you. Oh, see. Alright, let's remake our team. Also, wait. Let me remove all of this shit. Let's put this here. No, I still want to send like the stupid guys. Maybe in the back. They need to level up. Nope. Whoa, that would have been bad. And then in front, we put the good guys. Like, someone decent. Alright. Well, that'll be it for today. So then, see you next time. Hope this game doesn't get too repetitive with this.